Hello lovely people, welcome to my channel. So if you're new here, my name is Tsungie. If you're a regular, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to turn one strip into a headband. Right, so and the headband, we can wear it like this, and voila, good to go. Right, let me show you the other one. So I think they're really cute. So before I start, let me just quickly explain. I made 3 sizes. This is for a 0 to 3 months baby, and this is 13 inches. So it's really small, cute. I used baby soft yarn, so it's really soft for the baby. Right, and the next one, hold on. The next one, this is for a child. Right, and this is 16 inches long, and this is for an adult, and this is 21 inches. Okay, so let's get into the tutorial. I'll show you for an adult. So I said I'm using 150 stitches, and the 150 stitches are divided like this. So 8, 43, 43 and 56. If you add them up, they will add to 150. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do a slip knot. If you can't do a slip knot, just simply put your hook like this and twist. Okay, so the first thing, slip knot. Right, so after I do my slip knot, I'm going to chain 8. So I'm going to move forward, go up a little, turn my hook to face down, and move backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, the last one, the 8th stitch, I'm going to introduce a new yarn. Okay, so I'm using double. Okay, so I'm just going to fold it like this, and I'm going to grab this new yarn and pass it through. So when I do that, I have created the 8th chain, and this is the first chain. Okay, so I'm going to hold on to the new yarn, and I've just let go of the old one. So 1, so this is 1. I'm going to do 43 in this new yarn. 2, 3. I'll meet you when I get to 42, to the 42 stitches, and I'll come back. Okay, so I've done 42 stitches. So when I'm about to do the last one in the light blue yarn, I'm going to introduce new yarn, and I'm going to grab some yarn like this. So I've created the stitch number 43. Okay, so now I've let go of the blue yarn, and I'm now holding the white. So I'll do my first chain. So this is number 1. I'm going to chain 42. So this is 1, 2. I'm going to chain 40 more, and I'll come back. I've chained 42 stitches in the white. I'm just going to unravel my yarn so that it will cover for the first stitches. Okay, so after that, I'm just going to cut my yarn. So I've unraveled this much, and I'll tell you what we'll do with this. Just leave it. Okay, so I'm going to grab on my yarn again. Okay, and this is the last part of the chain. I'm going to introduce the new yarn. So I've done 42. Grab some yarn, the new yarn, and pass it through, and this is stitch number 43. Right, after this, I'm going to chain 51, 56, 2, 3. I'll meet you when I get to stitch number 56. Okay, so I have chained 56 stitches. Right, so I'm going to chain 2 more. 1, 2, like this. So this is the 56th stitch. I'm going to yarn over, or put my yarn on my hook, and I'm going to go into 1, 2, 3. Right, stitch number 56. I'll go into stitch number 56, grab some yarn, come out with it, so that you have 3 loops, and I'm going to grab some yarn and pass through all of them. So 1, 2 and 3, and this is what we call a half double crochet. So that's what I'll be doing. So yarn over, insert my stitch, my hook into the next stitch, grab some yarn. I have 3 loops like this. I'm going to grab some yarn and pass through all of them. 1, 2 and 3. So I'm going to do half double crochets until I get almost to the end and I come back. Okay, so when you get to the last stitch, this one, going to yarn over, insert your hook in there, grab your yarn like this so that you have 3 loops. So instead of using this dark blue yarn, we're going to just hold on to it, and I'm going to use the white. So we're going to grab the white and pass through all of those loops like that. Okay, so sorry, I somehow twisted my, so make sure that it's facing this way. So yarn over, insert your hook into the first stitch of the white, just there, grab some yarn and pass through all of those three loops. And then we're going to do into the next stitch. We'll continue to do half double crochets. Number 3, number 4. Okay, so let me do until I get almost to the end of the white and I come back. Okay, so we reached the white, we're left with 1 stitch. So yarn over, set your hook into the last stitch, and you have 3 loops. Just gonna push this one to the back. I switched off, so okay, so when you yarn out, let me just redo it. Okay, so when you get to the last stitch, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the last stitch and grab some yarn so that you have 3 loops. When we're going to use the white yarn, I'm just going to put it to the back. We're going to use the blue yarn. So I'm going to grab it, you're going to pass that yarn through all of those loops. Okay, then after that we're going to go into the first stitch, which is this one. So yarn over, insert my hook into that first stitch and do a half double crochet. Okay, so I'm going to do half double crochets until I get to the last stitch of the with the slight blue yarn. So I'm going to continue to do that. Let me do the rest of the stitches off camera and I come back. Okay, so once you get to the very end of your light blue, you're going to yarn over and set your hook into the last stitch so that you have 3 loops. We're going to put the light blue at the back. This is the yarn that we cut at the beginning. Okay, so I'm going to take the dark blue, pass through the first, second and third like that. Right, so we're just going to go into the first stitch. So yarn over and set your hook in there, grab your yarn and do your first half double crochet. Then you go into the next stitch. You continue to do half double crochets until you get to the end. Okay, so let me meet you when I finish the stitches. Okay, so when you get to the very end, you're just simply going to chain your yarn and we're going to cut our yarn. Okay, so after you cut your yarn, you're just going to pull. That's it. Okay, so you're going to notice that you've got a lot of these yarns that are hanging. So I'm just going to show you it on one part. Then you're going to notice that you have 2 yarns on every part where we started with the new yarn. So I'm just going to take the 2 yarns and I'm going to make a simple knot like this. Make sure it's tight. After that, I'm going to take my tapestry needle and I'm just going to put my yarns through like this, and I'm just going to weave it inside the so just going to weave it inside this so that it doesn't show. You can do this as many times as you want. Okay, I think that's enough. I can cut at this point. I'm going to weave the other one also, so that's what you're going to be doing, and all this leftover yarn. So I'm just going to quickly weave these yarns inside my strand, and I'll come back. Okay, so when you finish tucking in, you should have a small part with the dark blue, then one part with the light blue, one part with the white, and the longest part with the dark blue. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to start from here. Going to fold this in half and make sure that they're facing each other like this. Then we're going to put this one at the bottom. Then we're going to fold this one so that it goes down. Then it comes in the middle like this. So we're going to start braiding. So we're going to put this one, start braiding. So we want to braid mostly with this blue one. So that's the one that will be moving a lot. And the reason being is that if we move this one, then this one doesn't twist. Okay, doesn't twist a lot. Continue doing that. Okay, I'm just going to adjust it some more, then I come back. So after some adjusting, it will look something like this. It's now more flat. Okay, so you can wear it on both sides. It's up to you which side you like. I like this side. Then you just need to put a pin at the back. Then your what you call it, your headband is done. Let me show you one that's finished. Okay, so when you finish, you're just going to sew on these buttons here, then you can use that. Okay, so I'm not gonna show that on camera, but it's simply sewing. Okay, so that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. See you in my next video. Okay, bye bye.